What's up, YouTube and Patreon? Zachary Michaels here. I'm an actor, and this is An Actor Reacts. Today, we'll be going over the details of what you all can expect from my Patreon. Let's get into it. Before we get started, if you're new to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment below. And if you'd like to further support myself and the channel, the link to join my Patreon will be in the description box. But of course, if you're watching this video, then you probably first want to know the details. So let's talk about them. Okay, so for those who don't know, Patreon is basically a membership-based platform that allows patrons access to different kinds of exclusive content from creators in exchange for a monthly subscription of varying like prices or tiers, each associated with different perks. And I'll get into my specific tiers and the perks and the pricing of everything in a second. But first, I just wanted to say I am really excited to start this Patreon journey. A couple people have suggested it to me in the past, and I have talked in some of my videos about thinking about starting one, and now here we finally are. I think it'll just be really cool to give y'all some exclusive content on there, in addition to the YouTube videos, because I'm definitely still going to be keeping up on YouTube and posting videos publicly, but the Patreon will kind of be, I guess, a private extension of that. So there will be more music, TV, film reactions, and reviews and stuff on there, as well as some other kind of content as well. I'm open to suggestions of other things that my patrons want to see from me on there. But some videos would be like patron-only exclusives, and then others would be like early access videos. So some videos would be up on Patreon maybe 2 weeks, maybe a month, maybe 2 months before they're out on YouTube. Haven't quite decided like the timeline of those videos, but basically if you want to see them first, then you'll subscribe to the Patreon. And then also it's another way for me to earn a little extra cash on the side. You know, I put a lot of time and effort into my YouTube videos and the channel and making sure it's all as good as it can be. You know, I don't do it for the money. I do it because I enjoy it. But it is always nice to be, compensated for your work. And my channel is technically monetized now, but you don't really make a bunch of money from YouTube, especially my channel, since I do a lot of music reactions and then copyright comes in a lot of the times. And I'm not really expecting to get rich off of Patreon or YouTube, but you know, having many sources of income is never bad, especially right now. And then Patreon is a way that we both can benefit. But yeah, so now we can get into the specifics of what you can expect when it comes to the tiers and the perks and the different pricing. Do keep in mind though, with all this, that there may be some minor like tweaks and changes and stuff over time as I get a better handle on Patreon. But I'll update all that kind of stuff on the actual Patreon page, and then if there's any like big drastic changes in the future, then I'll make a new video updating y'all on those. But for now, my 3 tiers on Patreon are the background actors, the supporting actors, and the lead actors. Now I know it's kind of cheesy, but I figured it could be like fun or funny since my channel is called An Actor Reacts, and if I named different tiers after like different levels of acting. But anyway, so my basic tier is the background actors. This tier costs $2.50 a month. On this tier, you'll have access to all the exclusive and early access videos that I post on Patreon, which should be at least 12 videos a month. I'm aiming to do about 3 Patreon videos a week going forward. You'll also have access to any videos that end up blocked on YouTube because of copyright. You know they love to block a video on there. And then you also have exclusive voting power for future Patreon and YouTube videos. And then you'll have access to a chat community and direct messages with myself. So that's really one of the aspects that I'm looking forward to with Patreon, because early on in the channel, I could just kind of reply to every comment because there were a lot less people. But as the channel continues to grow, there's a lot more comments because there's more people, and I'm not really able to get back to everybody how I did before. But on Patreon, I'm sure it's going to be a much smaller community, so it'll be easier for me to interact with y'all and hear your suggestions, hear what I can work on, or if you just want to, I don't know, talk about something random. Like there's many more options, and it's a lot easier over on Patreon. So that's the background actors tier. Now my mid-level tier is the supporting actors. This tier costs $5 a month. And on this tier, you have, of course, access to all the perks and benefits of the background actors tier, as well as you'll get a group shout out in 3 of my YouTube videos. So in 3 of my YouTube videos per month, I'll put a little banner at the bottom of the screen, and I'll be thanking all my supporting actors patrons by name and just showing y'all a little love. And then the supporting actor patrons will also have the ability to give me 4 monthly video suggestions. So that could be a reaction or a review, or again, any other random content that you'd like to see from me. And I'll take all those suggestions and include them in the polls for the patrons to work on. And then whichever videos win are some of the videos that I'll be doing for that month, both on Patreon and YouTube. The only real exclusion here comes with albums. Unless it is like a newly released project that you request, or if you say, hey, can you start going through this artist's discography, then I will do those. But other than that, it gets hard because a lot of times fans want me to do specific albums from an artist. But I like to go in chronological order. Like a bunch of the Mariah fans want me to react to Emancipation of Mimi now, but I've still got a bunch of Mariah albums to get through before I get to Emancipation of Mimi, and I want to go through each of them. And then also, album reactions are a lot of work. They're very time consuming when it comes to filming and then editing and uploading and export. It's all a lot. So I have to kind of prioritize myself in those situations and plan them around when works best for me. I'm definitely still going to be doing album reactions, and I'll probably include a couple albums that I'm thinking about doing in different polls for the patrons to vote on and stuff. I just have to be the one making those decisions and the schedule of everything, But you can definitely still let me know, hey, I'm really looking forward to this album reaction or whatever. So then I know what to prioritize, what people are most looking forward to. Just don't have those as your official suggestions for that month, But yeah, that is the supporting actors tier. Now let's get into our top tier, which is the lead actors. Now this tier costs $10 a month. It is the most expensive one, but it does come with the most benefits. Now, just like before, you'll have access to all the perks and benefits from the background actors and the supporting actors. And then in addition to the 4 monthly suggestions, the lead actors also get 1 guaranteed request for that month. Again, the same kind of exclusions apply with albums unless it is a newly released project, or you say, can you start going through this artist's discography? Then I got you. But other than that, it's just too hard to do that all at one time. But again, definitely let me know what you're most looking forward to, and I will kind of prioritize those things in my head. And then the last little perk that the lead actors have, this is actually one that's been requested a bunch on YouTube. And I've been thinking about how to kind of incorporate it for a while, and then Patreon seemed like the perfect place. So the lead actors will also have access to full uncut reactions. So all those album reactions and performances and different songs and stuff, any of the videos that I've had to cut up on YouTube, whether it be to condense the time of the video or to, avoid copyright issues, any of those videos that are cut up on there, the lead actors will have access to the full versions to see my full reactions to the full songs and stuff over on Patreon. There is a small exclusion, I guess. Some of my earlier videos, I don't have access to that footage anymore because I shared this on YouTube, but at the beginning of this year, my hard drive that had all that footage and stuff, it broke, so I don't have access to it anymore. I do hope to eventually get it fixed. Maybe I'll get enough money through Patreon to get that fixed so I can upload some of the earlier ones. But right now, I really only have access to December on. So I'll start uploading those though, pretty immediately. I'll probably start with the more current ones and then work my way backwards. But yeah, if you want to see any of those, then you'll sign up to be a lead actor patron. And that is that tier. Yeah, so now if you're wondering, what will I see now if I sign up for Patreon right now when it's launching? I've currently got 6 videos up there on Patreon. They are Chloe and Halle's Tiny Desk Home Concert, The Weeknd Super Bowl halftime show, Brandy and Todrick Hall's Cinderella medley, as well as the behind the scenes from that. Barbra Streisand, Make Our Garden Grow, the recording session. Michael Jackson, Remember the Time at the 1993 Soul Train Awards. Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey, When You Believe at the 1999 Oscars. So if you're interested in any of those videos, then you can see them right now on my Patreon. So yeah, again, the pricing of everything over on Patreon starts at $2.50 a month for the background actors tier, and then $5 a month for the supporting actors tier, and then $10 a month for the lead actors tier. I appreciate you all so much, no matter what tier you decide to sign up for, or if you decide that you don't want to sign up for the Patreon and you just want to stay watching the free videos on YouTube. I seriously, again, I just appreciate you all so much, all the love and support that you've given me. It really kind of makes me happy and kind of surprises me every day that y'all care to hear my opinion about stuff. So thank y'all. You seriously keep me going. And I couldn't do this without y'all. But that's all I got for this video. Once again, the link to join my Patreon is in the description box. Leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have any questions about the Patreon, and I'll answer any of that in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Well, maybe not like quite like this video, but you know, my normal content. So thanks for stopping by. See y'all next time.